By Kaiser Permanente, and Steph Curry hit a lot. 11 of 22, just 4 of 14 from downtown for 37 points for Steph Curry. Guys, we're going to get to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson at the podium here quickly. Isaiah Thomas, Grant Hill, I want to ask you just about, I don't know, whether it's criticism or people just wanting our stars to always be at their best, but Steph Curry has now 3 straight 30-point games. He's shooting 49% over his last 3 games from the field. Are we done with questioning whether Steph Curry can rise to the occasion?
Well, I can just only speak for the people that I'm around and the people that I listen to. I haven't heard anybody question Steph Curry. Now, I don't know what people you talking about, but the people that I'm around, everybody's loving what he's doing, and
they should.
And got mad respect for him. Mad respect for what he's doing. I mean, it's beautiful to watch. I mean, we all fans of his. Loves the way he plays, loves the way he shoots. Wish we all could shoot like that, but none of us really can. But I don't think too many people, at least again, the people that I'm around, I haven't heard too many people questioning him at all.
You know, I agree with you, Isaiah, and I've heard just, I've heard what you're asking. And obviously, it just baffles me because we've been to the finals.
Yeah.
We've gone to the finals, and we're in the back room. And it's Isaiah, myself, and you got 3D, and just a bunch of guys who've been around the NBA, and certainly a champion, Hall of Famer like Isaiah and some of the other guys. And we're all in amazement watching Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we're all sitting there like little kids, like, can you believe this?
High fiving.
Yeah, exactly. And so, to your point, I mean, I don't see it. I mean, I don't know if it's because he hasn't won an MVP or
Finals MVP. Yeah, people want that, right? We spoke about that a lot last year in the finals.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't change how I feel about it.
I would, and I think Damon's our producer tonight. I wish somebody could go back and find the night, and I think you was here, Cornfed, right? when Steph was really going off, and I think he was in Cleveland. And I'm not sure where he was, but we had them big chairs there, and I was running around going crazy dancing. I mean, because he was putting on the show. So, I mean, like Grant says, like when we are all together watching him play, when Shaq says he's his favorite player, I think for NBA players, former players, everybody, I mean, that dude, he come with it every single night, on the road, at home. I mean, he's got nothing but love from us. Now, maybe from some media folks, I can't speak from them.
Right.
But for real players, he players only, baby.
Let me give you some news of the night here in case you haven't got caught up. Before the game, the Warriors announced that Kevin Durant will not travel with the team to Portland, meaning he'll be out for games 3 and 4, but they won't reevaluate him for another week, which means he's going to miss game 5 as well. What have we seen differently here with this team? Well, it's been the Splash Brothers show. It's been the old school Splash Brothers show. We go back out to the podium. Klay Thompson live after Golden State's Game 2 victory.
We on your 4th row, right-hand side.
Hey, Klay.
Hello.
Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press, Democrat, slightly to your right. When you guys made that big run in the third quarter, I know that's a team effort, but how much of that impetus came from Draymond and just...
Been special all playoffs. His ability to get the rebound and push the ball and make been special all playoffs. His ability to get the rebound and push the ball and make the right decision is incredible. You've seen it. He's a point guard out there in a power forward's body. And when he goes, we go, and he was tremendous tonight.
Front row center.
Klay, Mark Medina Perry and his group. Third quarter again, what do you think got you going, especially with how you looked in the first?
A couple easy looks from 3. And 8 for 22 is not the best percentage, but I'm happy with the looks I got all night. Easily could have been 11 for 22, missed a few easy layups, a couple jumpers. But you can never lose confidence. And that's the reason why, because all it takes is 1 or 2 shots to get going. And luckily I made them in a timely fashion because we needed to, hit a couple 3 balls down to spread the court.
Stand up, left-hand side here.
Yeah, hi, Klay, Ryan Leong, Associated Press Radio. Do you feel this was over years and been in situations like this?
You can definitely credit it to experience. I mean, when you're playing 100-plus playoff games, I'm not gonna say it feels normal, but it feels like you've been there before. And even being down 8 with 6 minutes left, we knew the game was far from out of reach. And I mean, that lineup, me, Andre, Steph, and Draymond logged a lot of minutes of basketball together, and then throw Kevon Looney in there, who was special tonight. That's a mini death lineup in itself.
Fifth row, left-hand side.
Tim Kawakami, the Athletic. Warriors announced right before the game, they might have told you before that Kevin is going to be out for at least another week, reevaluating in a week. That takes him pretty deep in the series, if not till the end of it. Does it change your approach? Does it change the way you think about this series and anything beyond it, knowing that he's in question?
Well, we miss him. I mean, that's obvious to see. And does not change my approach. Just got to go out there and play my style of basketball. And just hope for a speedy recovery. It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. And we'll desperately need him to three-peat. That's no secret about that.
Third row, left-hand side.
Joe Hughes, KCBS. Klay, you've seen Andre Iguodala's hands. You played against them in practice. Can you just talk?
It's incredible. That's why he's a perennial all-defensive player. He is actually a good boxer. He's a good golfer. So his hands are great. I mean, he's been swiping at the ball since he got in this league. I actually read Mamba Mentality, the book, and Kobe gives him a great shout-out about how good of hands he has. And you saw it tonight. He's got some of the best hands in the world.
Third row, center.
Hi, Klay. Carlos Ramirez, Telemundo. Having a front row seat for the Curry battle, could you give us some insight on stuff you hear? You can say, like, trash talk or stuff that you hear that we don't, being where we
I
are.
wouldn't say I had a front row seat. I kind of was out there playing, but they were
going on.
It was incredible tonight. He almost won the game for him. We got to do a better job on him. I mean, had 16 points. That's a huge impact. Plus 13, so we got to try and eliminate his looks next game. And what a special time to be in the Curry fan, because this, never know when this will ever happen again. And I'm enjoying it because I know how hard they work. So I'm definitely enjoying it.
Final question, fourth row, center.
Yeah, Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Klay, you know what this is like. You played with your brother in the state championship. Y'all won the state championship. So when you do see things like that, I mean, generally, for the love, for the competition, do it, that spark, that fire, make you a better person, a better player, playing against your sibling like that?
It does. I mean, growing up, you don't play against anyone harder than your brother. So it's probably just like being in the backyard for both of them. And like I said before, such a great time for the NBA and for them. I mean, the Gasol brothers never really got to face off each other like that in the West Finals, but the Currys are, and there's been a lot of brothers in the history of the game, but to see them going head to first told, especially the Bay Area, and I'm happy for both them because I know how hard they work, and you got a great memory because I really did enjoy playing my brother as well.
Great, thank you. Steph's on his way in.
All right, we'll go back out to the podium when we come back and get Steph Curry coming off his 37-point performance in Golden State's Game 2 victory. Come back for more live here on NBA TV.
Yeah, he had too good of a game tonight for my liking, but he was definitely amazing.
Fourth row, right-hand side.
Draymond, Nick Friedel, ESPN. We got the update on Kevin before the game. Obviously, you guys are a better team with him. I know you'd love to have him back. But at this point, are you guys mentally preparing as if he's not going to be back in this series?
I think you have to as a player. We can't sit and look over our shoulder and say, hey, man, when's K going to be back? We just got to play. With whatever we got to play and give him an opportunity to get back. And I think that's what really falls on our shoulders. Obviously, like you said, we're a much better team with him on the floor, and that's on both sides of the ball. But right now, we're a very confident group, and we got everybody stepping up and giving great minutes, and that's what it's all about. So, I mean, hopefully he's back soon in the battle every night. We can't sit and look over our shoulder and wonder when he or DeMarcus is coming back. We got to assume that they're never come this year. They're never coming back. I know something will be made of that. We got to assume that they're not coming back and just play with what we got. And obviously, we're hoping that they do. But while they're not out there, we just got to play.
Standing up, left-hand side.
Detroit, Jason Dumas, Crown Force Sports. You guys are down 8 late in the game, and it almost feels like at that point they're playing not to mess up, and you guys are out there playing freely and confident still despite the situation. Is that just confidence that develops over time, being in these type of situations year after year after year and being at the top?
I don't know if they were necessarily playing not to mess up. I mean, they missed a few shots that they normally make. You had CJ who had a couple great looks and they didn't fall. But we've been here before. And when you're on a run like we're currently in, you've seen everything. And so we're down 8 points with, 4 minutes to go or whatever it was. Just got to keep going because we know we can erase 8 points in a minute. And so always understanding that and having confidence in that is key, but at the same time, understanding what it takes and what needs to be done in order to do that is just as important, if not more important. And so I think, our experience and, really, really paid off for us tonight, and just having a bunch of guys that's never going to quit.
Fifth row, right in the middle.
Colin Ward-Henninger, CBSSports.com. When other coaches, opponents are talking about your playmaking ability, they talk about your intelligence and your instincts. You touched a little bit on the instincts, seeing the defense step up and knowing what to do. But what about the intelligence part? Are you taking notes during the game on how the defense is playing you and knowing that next time this guy's going to do this and I'm going to make this play?
I think so. One thing Coach told me during the game, he said, Draymond, they're taking the lob away. You may just be able to get all the way to the basket. And so I think once I started coming out with the mindset of attacking and looking like I was going to attack, then at that point you really forced the defender to make a decision. Early on in the game, I was kind of coming out of the pick and roll and looking for the lob the entire time, telegraphing it. And so, being a playmaker is something I take pride in. It's something I love to do. I love to make a play for someone else more than I even like shooting the ball. And I've been that way my whole life. Just thankful that they guarded whatever the way they did tonight and it was able to work for us.
2 last questions. First one, standing up left-hand side.
Logan Murdoch, NBC Sports Bay Area. Jordan had another good game. I think it's like his 3rd straight good game in the playoffs. How have you seen him evolve over this season?
I think he's evolved mostly mentally. Obviously, he's shooting the ball better. He's more confident in his little 10 to 14-foot range. He's shooting his free throws better. He's gotten more intelligent. I think all those things are great, but more important than all of that, his mental, his professionalism. I think that's where he's grown the most, and I think right now that's paying off for him the most. It's not like he's out there taking 7 mid-range jump shots. He's just playing hard, and so it's the professionalism. It's the staying ready, being in the gym nonstop, even when you're not playing for 10 games straight, staying in the gym, being there early, and getting his work in. That's what's paying off for him now. And as a vet on this team, you see those things, and this guy been in the gym or he haven't. And when his number get called, he's either going to be ready or he's not. Have confidence in Jordan because we've seen him stay in the gym no matter how it was going all year long.
Final question, 4th row center.
Yeah, Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Draymond, Iguodala, that last play of the game, you guys were really hyped up after he did that. It looked like you guys wanted to play immediately after that. What is your thoughts on him, making that defensive play at the end of the game?
Oh, well, it's not a surprise because he gets that strip quite a bit. I think the most important thing right there in that situation is Dre's intelligence. You see Dame kind of break the 3-point line and try to push off and step back. Dre was going to let him go. So once he tried to push off, Dre was already bracing for the push off because he was trying to take the 3 away anyway. And so, so many times, as a player, naturally, when a guy get by you, you're going to try to recover. That's just a mindset. Like, a guy beats you, you're going to try to recover. Well, that's what he's trying to go for right there. I mean, we've all seen a million times Dame drive left, get his guy, and try to recover, and he step back shooting a three. We've seen that story before. Dre was ready for it. And no matter how far he had got by him or was about to get by him, he didn't try to recover. He just stayed on his hip, and he was ready to take a three-point shot away. And then I think at this point now, that's a patented move for him, where he's going to strip the offensive player when they go to try to shoot the ball, and he got a good one right there and closed the game out for us.
Great, thank you. Steph and Klay will be in here shortly.
There is Draymond Green, who had a sensational effort. So did the Splash Brothers. They're both expected at the podium. Grant Hill, Isaiah Thomas, Jared Greenberg coming back for more live post-game press conference coverage of Golden State's Game 2 victory.